Hollywood is in a time and place right now where they do not want the fellow white man to have the lead role. This is a common thing that's in Hollywood. I don't know if back home you guys know about this, but now people are rising up and they're like, listen, give it to the Middle Eastern guy, give it to the black guy, give it to the Asian guy. Like, stop fucking giving the white guy the lead role.
Right.
The guy goes, if you had to replace, like, you're a Middle Eastern man, you're doing well for the Syrians and this and that, gassed me up, I felt great. And then he goes, if you had to replace one superhero to make him a Middle Eastern man, who would it be? And I was like, what? He goes, like, would you want to be Spider-Man or Superman? And my answer was 2. I go, 1, what the fuck? How many Spider-Mans is there going to be in my life? Like, how many times are we going to cast a Spider-Man? Him eating hummus and fucking webbing is the same shit. Like, enough. Move on. I told him, I was like, if you want a Middle Eastern superhero, why don't we start from scratch? And listen, superheroes came from a time and place where people wanted to look and be inspired by things during the war or during things. I go, in the Middle East, it's tough right now. Why don't we build one out and give them hope? But I said, let's not do an overkill. I go, if it came down to me and a man that was white for the role of, let's say, Superman, and the producers like, George is Middle Eastern, this is going to do great for us because people want that. I go, no, that's not what we're fighting for. We're fighting for equality. So if that man that's white is a better Superman than me, give him the fucking role. I don't think we need see, this is what I'm scared of. People overkill it.
We might have to. We might. This would be my caveat to that is we're so far skewed in one direction, but we may have to push really hard in the other direction to then be somewhere in the middle. I'm
a Middle Eastern man. There's show me a Superman or a super Spider-Man or whatever the fuck it is. It's Middle Eastern, right? So I can't be racist because I'm talking about my own people as Middle Easterns, right?
Yeah.
What I don't want to see, Logan, is I don't want to see Middle Easterns thriving right now. Overkill when they don't deserve that role if they didn't earn it. And 20 years from now, white people are going to be like, dude, what the fuck? Like, I need some time for me too. What we need to do is we need to stop seeing color or race in general. Like, we need to stop that. So if we're fighting...
No. I mean, yes, yeah, absolutely. So yeah, but it's much easier said than done.
Are you racist?
No.
Okay, do you think your son's going to be racist?
No.
Okay, so if he's going for the role and he earned it, he worked his ass off for that role, but because the white people succeeded for so long, that this guy has no fucking shot of his career. What I'm saying is everybody should have an equal shot.
This is a massive topic.
It's a huge topic.
You're talking about something called affirmative action, which started with African-American people and jobs in this country and is now bled into Hollywood.
I want everybody to succeed, but what I want Hollywood to be good at is, like, when I walk into a room and I shake somebody's hand, the first thing I notice is that person's presence has nothing to do with their ethnicity.
You are a minority.
Facts.
This is I love you. I love your push for kindness and your push for utopia. Unfortunately, as you can see on the news, and it's not all bad, so don't quote me on saying, the country's in terrible shape because the news says so. We're not there. We're not there. It's just not working because we tried.
I guess you're right. I guess in a perfect world, what I want is I just want if I'm in a casting room,
everyone have an equal.
And Frank is a better Superman than me. Then God bless him. He deserves that role.
I like your idea of create. Here's the real victory: giving everyone an equal opportunity to create something for their own culture. The way you explained it, creating a superhero from the Middle East, from a Middle Eastern culture that has a backstory that supports that superhero.
Amazing, yes,
is the goal. Why stick a black person or a Middle Eastern person into a role that was built for a 1940s white man in New York City in Superman or whatever the backstory
Mike,
is?
You're literally on the right path.
100% with you. On
yes.
That. Yeah.
When this is how I answered that question. I said, okay, why don't we let Superman be white and have his generation? Stop taking things off the table that were already there. Why don't we create something bigger, if not better, in a category? Because listen, war right now in the Middle East is crazy. We could easily write a comic book about a boy who was caught in the war and he's stomached. He can't do it anymore.
We can't.
We can't?
It's not easy.
Well,
it's not easy.
No, I get what you're saying.
Stanley, the father of all the. Actually, he's not the father of Superman. Point is, it's not so easy to break through a superhero at this moment in time. Should someone take a stab at it? Absolutely. What was I going to say? Oh yeah. Why does Superman have to be white? why does Spider-Man have to be white? You know what I'm saying? Like really think about it, bro. You know how easy it is to just shift a little bit, and
100%. I agree. I
He's
agree.
not saying they have to be. I think what he's saying
just
is
say
they
why.
don't.
Why-
But it's not that they have to be. They shouldn't have to not be. You know what I'm saying?
What I'm saying is like if basically we have 3 cups on the table, right? And our dream overall is to have all these cups together on the table equally. But our attempt to make this happen is we now remove this cup because these cups didn't get enough attention. What I'm saying is, okay, if we all see this is great. 2020, I always say, is the year of the perfect vision. This year, we've seen a lot of bullshit and we're attacking it, and I think it's amazing. But why are we leading an example of this by removing somebody?
Because, bro, the jock has been fucking starting the whole season. So sit the next few plays out, man. Let your peers, get an opportunity. That's what's happening right now. Like, the white man's been winning for so long.
I think
I speak for. This is the 3rd time my dad's called me. I should probably answer it, right?
And find out what he says.
Yo, is it an emergency?
No, why is there an emergency in your end?
No, we're on Impaulsive.
Well, tell the world of Impulsive that the original Impulsive says, hey.
Let's go.
All right. I'll call you after.
I've never had anybody call you and be like, "Is it an emergency?" I'm like, what the fuck? You called me
3 times in the past 30 minutes. Why?
We took some steps that were a little bit more moderate than what George is talking about in 2020 that were the right moves. Some white people who are the voices of black cartoon characters stepped down and said, "Yo, I think these roles belong to African American people." That was the right play. What I'm getting at is there are a lot of people in the country who are not really cool with Hollywood's pursuit to do anything and everything to make things better. That's not
related to progression. They hate it.
Right.
But
And I'm not saying that's right. And I'm
what-
not saying that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that's right either. But what I'm saying is we shouldn't also move to a place where we've taken the white man out of the hunt for the role either.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, we know he's the best for the role. We like say this happens. We know he's the best for the role, but he's a white man. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to go with the
That's what I'm
second
not
best.
okay with.
That's not, unfortunately, that's not
Because
that's not the right play,
that's
right?
called being racist.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Right,
bro. That's what I'm saying.
But it's tricky. He's right and you're right.
What I'm saying is I
because
don't-
we have to do some things in certain categories.
Yes.
To push what needs to happen forward.
Any actors listening to the show? You're an actor.
Yes.
You act. How many times you lose your role because they decided to go ethnic? Every single one. Yeah.
Now it says on rules, person of color preferred.
Yeah.
Preferred, yeah.
That's what he's talking about. Yeah. And by the way, maybe it's because I'm not an actor, but I don't hate it, man. I'm really into progression. I really am into
I
progression.
get it.
I think
I'm listen. No one's more excited than me. I'm eating up these roles, bro. Like 100%. Listen. I'm excited. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna be a dick. I'm doing great.
Capitalize. Yeah, absolutely.
But I also feel that me and Frank, at the end of the day, are under one God. So why is Frank being singled out now because of his ancestors, maybe history of what he did? When Frank grew up and me and him were best friends, he was a great guy to me. Why is he suffering?